echoes of dawn. The episode opens not in a courtroom, but in the echoing, digital space of the internet. A montage of reactions to the arrests, news channel cheer-ins, shocked TikTok clips, triumphant posts on the hashtag #TheVanishingHour subreddit. The public sees a story ending. For those involved, it's just a new kind of beginning. In a sterile attorney conference room, Robert Carter, now in a county-issued jumpsuit but with an air of undiminished arrogance, reviews strategy with his high-powered defense team. The nephew is a murderer and a liar. The financials are civil disputes. The voice stress is junk science. We attack the narrative. His lead attorney nods. We paint Jessica Reed as a paranoid fraudster, a woman living a lie who targeted a pillar of the community. We put her on trial. Cut to the state's war room. Sandra Vance pins Michael Carter's plea agreement to a board. He's our foundation. Without him, it's all circumstantial. We need to make the jury feel the conspiracy. Detective Miller looks at a photo of Jessica, smiling by the pool. We don't need to make them feel it. We just need to tell them the truth. It's terrible enough. The trial is depicted not through lengthy courtroom drama, but through sharp, impactful fragments, the kind that define public memory. Michael on the stand, a hollow man. He details his uncle's orders. The defense eviscerates him on cross-examination. You killed her with your bare hands, didn't you, Mr. Carter? Not Robert. You. Michael can only nod, confirming the horror, but not absolving himself. The Ledger AS prophecy. Sandra Vance presents the 7 names. She calls the families of the deceased. Lisa Charles White's daughter holds up a photo of her father. He trusted them. They gave him a pill and a forged will. The courtroom is stone silent. The financial map. Analyst Joe uses interactive screens to trace the $4.7 million. The money flows like a river from the residents' accounts, through the shell companies, and into Robert's offshore vaults. It's a silent digital robbery. Robert's defense. He takes a stand. He is calm, reasonable, wounded. I built a community from swampland. I gave people a beautiful final chapter. My nephew, in his sickness, exploited that trust and committed monstrous acts. I am guilty of one thing, loving family too much to see the monster in my midst. For a moment, he almost sells it. Then, Sandra Vance's cross-examination. She holds up the payment record. Urgent site cleanup bonus. Paid at 11:47 a.m. Why the bonus, Mr. Carter? For additional work, Robert replies smoothly. Additional to what? The police weren't called until 7:15 a.m. The site wasn't discovered for days. What specific urgent cleanup did you authorize and pay a $15,000 bonus for at 11:47 a.m. on the day Jessica Reed vanished? Robert's eyes dart to his lawyer. The smooth facade develops a hairline crack. The silence in the courtroom stretches, thick and damning. He has no answer that doesn't implicate him. The jury is out for less than 8 hours. Guilty on all counts. Conspiracy to commit murder. Multiple counts of wire fraud. Exploitation of the elderly. Robert Carter shows no emotion as the verdict is read. He simply closes his eyes, as if calculating the appeal. He is sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, plus 85 years on the fraud charges. Michael Carter is sentenced to life without parole. As he's led away, he looks at his uncle. There's no familial bond, only the bleak recognition of 2 architects of ruin. Outside the courthouse, Sarah gives a statement to the press. She holds Jessica's turquoise necklace. We have justice, but we don't have Jessica. We cannot lay her to rest. Robert Carter holds that final cruel piece of information, and he will take it to his grave. So for us, there is no grave. There's just an absence. In the final act, time passes. The frenzy dies. The Palms is rebranded under new management. Miller, now retired, sits on a dock fishing. He doesn't catch anything. He just watches the water. The mystery is solved, but the job feels unfinished. Alex Chen visits Sarah and Tom. He's not a sleuth anymore, but a guest. He gives them a bound book of the most heartfelt messages from the hashtag #TheVanishingHour community. I thought noise on the internet was pointless, he says, but you taught me it can be a signal. And sometimes a signal is a lifeline. The retention pond. We see it one last time. Drained, dredged, excavated. They find Arthur Bronson's remains, finally giving his family closure. But of Jessica, there is no trace. Robert had used his construction expertise well. She is part of the Florida Earth, vanished as completely as her identity once was. Dawn at Sunrise Point. The same apricot sky from the first live stream. Sarah stands at the overlook alone. She doesn't look sad, just contemplative. She speaks softly, as if to her sister. You used to say the dawn was for new beginnings. Maybe your beginning was to open our eyes, to make us look closer at the beautiful things, because the most dangerous poison always comes in the prettiest bottle. She opens her hand. She doesn't scatter ashes. There are none. Instead, she places Jessica's turquoise necklace on the wooden railing, a token left for the sunrise. Thank you for fighting for them, Lori. Thank you for being my Jess. She turns and walks away, back to the world. The camera holds on the necklace, gleaming in the new light. Then it pulls back up and away, showing the whole community waking up, golf carts humming, pools being cleaned. A new activities director leading a gentle stretching class. Life relentlessly goes on. A final title card appears over the peaceful scene. Jessica Lorraine reads, evidence saved dozens from financial ruin. Your attention helped solve a murder. For the families of the over 600,000 missing persons in the United States, the search never ends. A website appears, theheavenishinghour.com/namus.gov. The last sound is not of a crime or a struggle, but of gentle waves lapping against the shore and the distant, cheerful call of a bird greeting the morning.